the direction was quite relaxed, and the most important point here, the single most important point, is that on tariffs, not a lot of had been mentioned, and it had been postponed actually to look at the things, and then to impose probably some tariffs, and probably I mean that this points really into this direction, that this is probably mostly a negotiation tactic and not really that you want to go for tariffs, but really push your trading partners to certain concessions which are in favor of the US. In Europe, hints had been that the US wants actually that Europe buys more LNG, more gas from the US. Why? Well, because the US built enormous capacities in LNG exporting, and that would be actually an easy task for Europe. Why? Well, because Europe is, since the energy supply from Russia is more fragile, more unstable, is in the search actually for stable energy supply, and that would be one. So this concession is easily fulfilled. It's just a discussion then indeed about the price. Yeah, we have to drill deep actually to find a strategy against inflation, because most of the policy proposals from Donald Trump can start with tariffs, continue with bring down immigration, and continue with stimulating growth with lower taxes. These are all inflationary policies, so it's really difficult to find something which reduces inflation. Well, first of all, it's a populist theme. It's very popular among voters, so you have to address that. No matter if you have solutions for that. And probably the only strategy you can find is deregulation, which indeed helps to lower some prices, or at least some components of prices, because regulation can be pricey, can add to prices. That alone probably won't do it, so we think that inflation will stay elevated. Well, the Fed probably can stay on hold. That's our outlook. Why? Well, because the economy is growing fine, and the new administration wants more growth, or want that this robust growth continues, and we think the optimism helps to fulfill that. At the same time, we have inflation between 2% and 3%, so that's definitely above the mandate of the Fed. Putting this together, probably the room of cutting rates has been exhausted. Another reason is also that the Fed had been very fast in reducing rates, 100 basis points since September last year, with a 50 basis point rate cut starting. So with that, probably the Fed is there where it should be when the economy is growing fine and when inflation is above 2%.